I'd like now to say a few words about the cultivation of certain states of mind. I started to do this on the Ohochal Dharma page, but then Jeff wasn't able to maintain the page, and I cannot visually handle that. So we set it aside. But I was thinking this is a good time also, since we're being aware, of being really aware of where our mind is. What is our state of mind? This includes mood. Remember, mind and emotion are one word in Sanskrit, so we take them together. There are many states of mind. There's a state of mind for everything. But I want to talk about 4 of them. And the first one is beginner's mind. And then open mind. And then don't know mind. And then my personal favorite, which is, oh, never mind. And we're going to, just briefly, we'll talk about those 4. If you find that you are bored, you might want to think about beginner's mind. Beginner's mind is the one that sees everything with fresh eyes, with a fresh perspective. This is the mindset of wonder, of awe, of amazement, of magic. This is the mindset that you have come to you when you see something so beautiful it takes your breath away. And if you begin to open your eyes, you have lots of time now if you're quarantined. Open your eyes to see the things you might be missing and the wonders that could be out there. A couple of things that have been said by other people. We love the poem by Rumi that says, the breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. So go and get up before dawn. Maybe you haven't done that in years because you're always exhausted in the morning. You don't have to be so tired now. Get up at dawn when it's really, really still and feel the stirring of the air and hear the birds begin. And just generally, suddenly begin to really experience how incredibly amazing our bodies are. I mean, there's a lot going on there, and how wonderful people can be. So anyway, this is a beginner's mind is seeing things with just amazement. And there's lots. I can walk down my street every morning and there's something new blooming. And I've really taken the time now to stop and just be amazed at the colors of the bougainvillea. They're just incredibly brilliant. Things like that. Look at people. You may not have really looked at somebody for a long time. And now you've got the time to take a look. So that's beginner's mind. We had a couple of songs that went with that. And the one I wanted to put on, and Jeff couldn't get it on, was Puff the Magic Dragon. That's beginner's mind. That's a song about a beginner's mind. About the magic of a childhood. That one day it kind of disappears. But we can cultivate it. You can bring that mindset back. An open mind, we all know what that is. It's a mind that isn't closed. It's the opposite of closed. Because it's open, it's spacious. It has room for possibilities. It has room for just thinking about this and that, and looking at it from this side and that side and the other side. An open mind does not judge harshly. It may make a judgment once it's been open and heard all sides of something and checked out the facts. It reaches a conclusion. That's not the same thing. But a mind that is closed doesn't listen. So an open mind is a listening mind. And it pays huge dividends in terms of relief of anxieties, stresses, because every negative thing we carry is a stress. It's a burden. It's an obstacle. And when you are open to the possibility that you might be wrong, we're going to get into that one in a minute. That's part of don't know mind. You just find that there's a whole lot of different viewpoints, and some of them might be very interesting. So that's a matter of perspective. The third is don't know mind. Self-explanatory. But think about it. The don't know mind is a mind of humility. And humility is not a trait that most Westerners revere. But it's a very important trait, because humility is what leads us out of being egocentric into being a much, much bigger, opener, wider, until we are what Buddhists call no self, where you've outgrown yourself. But as long as you are all involved in egocentricity, you can't possibly say, I don't know, because you're a know-it-all. So you might say, I don't know about certain things, but generally speaking, many, many people have to be in control, and that means they have to be in the know. They have to be in control. So, that's that one. And oh, never mind is the big one. The big one is what we say at the end of our meditation for mindfulness, which is relax, let go. To let go is to release. It's freedom. It's letting go for something else to come in. It's better to be there than what you have let go of. You're not going into a nothingness. You're going into a much better somethingness. I don't know if I can say that very well. I don't know if that works or not. But at any rate, maybe you can make sense of what I'm saying, which is that we get relief when we let go. We let go of everything negative and try and bring in everything that's positive. So that's enough for that one too. A little bit there. Now do our second normal meditation that we do. We begin either with a mindfulness or a guided meditation, and we always end with a metta meditation. When we end with the metta meditation this time, please really try and be aware of how it makes you feel. It's a very, very emotional meditation. It has very deep roots into our own psyches. And if we actually embrace how it feels, it will keep opening us up. Right now, we're being asked to shut down. Metta meditation says you can open completely up. It doesn't matter if your body is shut down. We are not our bodies. With love, we open and open and open. And this is what we go back to the beginning when I said where we place our minds is the direction of our life. So if you make loving kindness or simple unconditional friendliness your ground position, what the Buddha calls a Brahma Vihara, a sublime dwelling, an elevated dwelling where our minds and hearts live. Your life is going to be cast in a very, very positive direction. So there are 5 people in this particular meditation. The first is yourself. You always begin with yourself. You cannot give from an empty cup. So you work first on loving yourself, and then you move outward with an abundance, an overflow of that emotion. The second is someone you already love very, very much. The third is a neutral person, someone that you maybe pass on the road and wave at, but you never really knew their name. You just know they live somewhere in your neighborhood. Or someone who waits on you, someone with whom you're familiar but you're not intimate at all. The fourth is someone with whom you're in conflict. Someone that you either don't like or they don't like you. Someone you have a grudge against, living or dead. Might be somebody who's been gone for 20 years and you still can't let go of ill will. And so it's just someone with whom you're having a fight, whatever, somebody you're in conflict with. And the final one is expanded out to the whole world, to not only this world, but all other worlds. So each of these little well-wishings moves you out larger and larger and larger and larger and larger into space. And when you get all through, you kind of want to absorb the feelings that you get from that and try to carry them forward into your everyday life. So get into your meditative position, comfortable, balanced, centered, stable. Drop your shoulders, open your chest. To transition from outside and all this conversation to inside, just take a few deep breaths. Sharon will ring the chimes. To yourself, say to yourself, may I be well. May no harm come to me. May I live with ease, calm, and peaceful. May I be happy. Now bring to mind someone you love. Look at them, say their name to yourself, smile. May you be well. May no harm come to you. May you live with ease, calm and peaceful. May you be happy. And now to your neutral person. If you don't know his or her name, simply address them as friend. And say to them, may you be well. May no harm come to you. May you live with ease, calm and peaceful. May you be happy. And now we turn our attention to someone with whom we're in conflict. Take a moment. You've established feelings of goodwill. Continue them. Bring them to mind. Bring this person to mind. Look at them. Smile. And say, may you be well. May no harm come to you. May you live with ease, calm, and peaceful. May you be happy. And then with another deep breath or two, we release that person. We put our hands over our hearts, symbolically to embrace all sentient beings everywhere. And we say, may all beings everywhere on this plane and all other planes be well. May all beings everywhere be safe. May all beings everywhere be free from suffering. May all beings everywhere be happy. And now, when you're ready, release your hands, open your eyes, check how you feel. Know that the truth at the heart of all creation is love. It's the most powerful force in the world. And if you abide by no other dictate than to be kind, you will be okay no matter what happens in the world. So now, please put your palms together. Go in peace. Go making peace. Living gently. Loving mightily. And bowing to the mysteries. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ruthie.